What's up, everybody? Obi-Wan Ortega, or Eagle on Actual, giving you another video commentary today. And let me ask you a question. Do you remember 2 months ago when Raven Software said that their depots will only come with cosmetics only? Remember that? And we all felt good about ourselves, and we're secure that nothing bad's gonna happen to Modern Warfare Remastered. And then fast forward to a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, there's new weapons in there, and we felt like the rug was pulled from right under us. Remember that? Well, let me tell you a story that hopefully that we can refer back into whenever developers make promises to us. And the story is a parable. You all know what a parable is, right? It's a short story that usually involves animals, and there's a moral to the end of it. And the parable that I'm going to tell you is the story of the scorpion and the frog. Yeah. And the story goes like this. Okay, one day the scorpion wanted to cross a river, but he was scared because he doesn't know how to swim. So he came across a frog who was getting ready to cross, and enlisted the frog's help. Asked the frog, "Oh, can I jump on your back when you cross the river? And then I can, along the way, I can protect you from all the predators that are in the water. And then you, at the same time, you can protect me by saving me from drowning. And then we can move on to our merry ways, right?" Yeah, something like that. And then the frog said, apprehensively, obviously, he said, "Well, I don't want you on my back because you'll sting me." And to which the scorpion said, "Well, I'm not going to sting you, because if I do, and then you'll get killed, and I'll get killed because I'm on your back, and both of us will drown." And the frog said, "Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you can get on my back." So, and then the scorpion got on the frog's back, and then they started crossing the river. Midway through it, the scorpion, surely enough, stings the frog, and they both started drowning. And then right before they're about to die, the frog turns to the scorpion and said, "Why did you do that? Now both of us will die." And to which the scorpion said, "Well, I can't help it because it's in my nature to sting." Yeah, and then afterwards they both died. So yeah, the moral to the story is that we have to be mindful of the nature of things. The nature of the scorpion is to sting. So go back to our story here. I mean to the lesson, trying to relate it to what's going on with Activision and Call of Duty. We have to be mindful of the nature of these developers and the publisher Activision, and their nature is to make a profitable game, and that is the first and foremost. They're not in the business of customer service. They are in the business of making a profitable game, and they have to make it as profitable as possible. So it doesn't matter what they say in the beginning. They could promise us the world. They can promise us anything. They can say whatever they want to say to make us feel good about ourselves, to make us feel secure. But at the same time, they will always revert back to their very nature, which is to try to make this game as profitable as possible. That is why I'm not surprised that there is new weapons in Modern Warfare Remastered, making it reimagined. Yep. So yeah, not very surprising there, folks, and hopefully we can learn our lessons from that, and maybe we can refer back to this little short parable whenever they make promises to us. Another lesson about that parable that is often overlooked is the lesson of coexistence, because in that story, and the scorpion said to the frog that he will protect them, and so the existence or the survival of the frog is dependent to some extent to the what do you call? I'm fumbling my words. No, but Their dependent is they're codependent on each other. There's the survival of the frog and is dependent on the scorpion, and at the same time the scorpion's survival is dependent on the frog, to which was unfortunately due to the fact that the scorpion was unable to resist his natural urges to sting. They both died. So I think to some extent, the survival of these game developers and the publisher is dependent on us, the consumers. We have to remember that also, and that maybe eventually that we're all gonna be tired of this, and that we're not gonna let them on our back anymore, and then maybe they'll learn their lesson, because after a while we're not gonna be duped anymore, right? Hopefully, and that we're not gonna listen to whatever they have to say to us, and eventually there's not going to be a Call of Duty anymore, because we're just not going to let them fool us anymore, right? Yeah, hopefully they learn. Hopefully we remember about the story of the scorpion and the frog, and that we have to try to learn our lesson and be mindful of what they say to us whenever they release a game, or whenever they say something about a game, or they promise us something. Hope you like this short little video. I hope you learn a little bit of a lesson about the scorpion and the frog. And if you're new to the channel, please give me a feedback, maybe subscribe. And for everyone else, thank you for supporting this channel, and have a nice day. Bye.